Going once, going twice. Everyone's leaving.
You have them, but that's good.
That was that. No one gave her the memo about the black jacket. You're supposed to be wearing a black jacket up here.
Up here?
Yeah, me, Mitty, you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're all supposed to be twinning. Are we good? Well, I need to swear them in if they're going to be in the room.
It's a little hot for my jacket. Our air's been broken.
Oh, how nice. Maybe we'll do this faster.
I broke it 3 times in the last week.
Oh, at least you have a whole track record. All right, are we on? I think I see my picture way up there, so I guess we are. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Village of Royal Palm Beach Special Magistrate hearing for Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. According to Verizon, it's 5:35, so we can get started. My name's Doug McGibbon. I'm the Special Magistrate. The first thing we're going to do is swear everyone in, and then we'll probably do that again and again as strays pop in. But here's the first shot round. Everyone, please raise your right hand. Say, I do when we're done. Does everyone swear or affirm the testimony they're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Everyone knows their right from their left. It's a good start. All right, most of our cases here are going to be either violation hearings or fine assessment hearings. Hopefully everyone's signed in so they can pull your case and they can get you in and out of here quickly. The village attorney will, well, when you hear your name being called, please go up to that podium over there. Tell us who your name is and what your address is. The village attorney will show you some documentation she wants to get into evidence. She will question the code officer, try to prove their case, and then you get to question the code officer and introduce any testimony, videos, or whatever you want to introduce. That all flips when we get to the fine mitigation hearings. Those people have been through a violation hearing and a fine assessment hearing. They're asking for relief, so they get to go first and the village gets to respond. Please let the record reflect that I have signed the minutes for February, April, May, and June. I have no idea what happened to March. With that being said, see?
Special hearing for February.
Okay. And with that being said, please take it away, Village of Royal Palm Beach.
Thank you, Special Magistrate Amity Barnard, Village Attorney. We're starting on page 2 of the agenda. These are fine assessment hearings, case 25-0147, 187 Dove Circle, Daniel G. Mendoza and Luciana C. Gonzalez.
Come on down.
Margaret Hancock for the Village of Royal Palm Beach Code Enforcement. Like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4, AS400 permit information.
All right, ma'am, who are you?
Luciana Gonzalez.
Thank you.
The exhibits that the village would like to enter into the record. Exhibit 1 is the prior order finding violation with the signed certified mail. Exhibit 2 is verification of ownership showing that you own the property. Exhibit 3 is dated photographs of the violation. And Exhibit 4 is the village's permit information. Any objection to these documents?
All right, admitted without objection. Let me see my order. Okay. All right, signed green card equals service. I see you weren't here last time to tell us why you had a tarp on your roof. That was probably the better time to show up than when you're going to get a fine, but we'll still hear about it. So tell me about your roofy tarp.
The permit has been initiated to fix the roof. It's an insurance claim, so it took a long time for the,
See, that's why
For
you
the
should have showed
approval.
up at the violation hearing, because in 75 to 95% of the cases where I have a tarp roof and a violation and an insurance claim, I usually give them more time to do it.
I know I
But you
spoke to
ignored it, so guess who is going to get a fine here until it gets issued? And that's, the thing they showed you, the last thing was the AS400 printout. Your roofer may say it has been initiated, but that doesn't mean it's been permitted. They have to apply for a permit. The permit has to be issued before the fines will stop. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Doesn't it take a long time for that to approve once it's,
It's going to take
Process?
weeks at $25 a day, and you didn't show up for the first meeting, so you didn't get more time because you weren't here to ask for it.
But it can, just so she's aware, if her contractor is doing it, make sure your contractor is diligent about responding to comments, because it shouldn't take weeks. You can do it quickly if you're responsive to the comments, and you don't let things sit in the
I kept in touch
system.
with Miss Margaret. Is she here?
I am Margaret.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Well, we met before
Yes.
you came over.
But yes, I did, yeah.
It's a couple days ago, correct? Yeah.
Huh?
That's,
It looks like it's already been through review. It's sitting with the coordinator. He'll send it back to the permit technician.
I'm still waiting for the check to come through, the insurance, the claim. It hasn't.
I understand, but they still could have applied for the permit, but it was just submitted on the 7th. You'll probably have your permit tomorrow.
No, oh, okay, cool. Well, they need a down payment to start it.
All right.
Probably have it tomorrow. It's sitting with the coordinator. He'll send it to the permit tech tomorrow.
Okay.
She will more than likely print it and get it to you tomorrow.
So, okay.
So what are we looking at here? Let me guess, 13 days?
Yeah, it's 13 days at
$25 a day
25, so
and
$325 and
$325 plus
continuing.
continuing?
Yes, sir.
I could make a stamp for that. All right. Since you didn't show up and ask for more time last time, there's 13 days have passed since it was supposed to have been done. So you have a $325 fine, $25 a day. Hopefully it will stop on tomorrow.
Hopefully tomorrow, which will be the 325.
It stops once it's approved or once it
Once it's
starts
printed.
repairing?
Printed.
Does she have to call you, or will you know that? No. Okay.
Okay. Make sure you check with Margaret tomorrow or the
I've
next
been in
day.
touch with her.
So we've been in touch. And I
Yeah.
told Ms. Gonzalez to show up, and let you know that it was insurance.
Right, and
But I
that's
did
good, and-
explain, you should have been here last time.
Last time was the
She
time when you
wasn't
could beg
aware.
for more time, and I say, yeah, no problem. This time, though, you ignored the first one, so you get tagged on the second. So 325 plus continuing is granted,
Thank you.
and you'll get an order in the mail. Hopefully, it'll stop tomorrow at $350, and then you can deal with that. Okay?
If it prints tomorrow, it would still be just the 325.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so if it's not ready for tomorrow, it's going to keep going?
Yeah.
but it's out of my hands for them to
So
process
that's
it.
why you're going to contact Margaret. She'll tell you, oh, it's done, or it's not, and what the problem is. Because sometimes people apply for permits, and they never check for the, I need a survey, I need a this, I need a that, and because they're waiting for you, it doesn't get issued. So you want to make sure that you're not the problem, the village is the problem. Okay? So check with Margaret tomorrow and
Contact
the
your
next few days
contractor
in a
as
row.
well and let them know how important it is.
Yeah, he's aware. He knows.
Okay. Okay.
So, yeah, we're just waiting,
You have everything? Is it anything missing?
hopefully.
We've done everything, so, I mean, it's pretty quick to get a permit in 2 days. You're gonna have it in 2 to 3 days. That's very fast.
Especially after a holiday. Yep. Okay. Next, please.
Next case is 25-0189, 10481 Acme Road, TLH 26 Giles LLC.
Like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4, AS400 permit information.
Name for the record?
Christopher DeBenke,
Thank you. And your relation?
owner's rep.
Thank you. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into the record. The prior order finding violation with the returned certified mail.
Okay.
Exhibit 2 is verification of ownership showing who owns the property. Exhibit 3 is a photograph, dated photograph of the violation. Exhibit 4, the village's permit information. Any objection to these documents?
What is this again?
Showing no permit.
Okay,
This is a permit printout.
okay, thank you.
Any objection?
Is that for today, or is that,
It was from yesterday. I believe they've applied today.
Okay, we have a return green card for service. I guess they didn't need to ask you to spell your name because it's in the last order, because I kind of remember you. So, yeah, when we last here, I think you needed to clean up some properties in the Tuttle project area
On
that
Acme.
were graffitied, abandoned, kind of sort of left out there. And I take it you've got a permit application in yesterday? Is that the testimony of the?
Today, I believe.
Today?
And they have been working on getting some of the stuff done. One of the houses is actually removed.
Okay,
But
so
that's another case, not this one. This one, the house was still there yesterday, right here.
okay. So they did one.
And he's got several cases on the
I see
agenda. This
there's
is just,
some in the Tuttle name and there's some in this name. So we get to deal with each of them individually, but the guy is trying, so.
and your previous order required on this, in this case, compliance by 7/7. It's not in compliance, so we're asking for a $500 fine and continuing at $250.
I was wondering if I could have a,
Expensive. Okay. They're saying this is one of their more expensive fines. Normally I deal with $25 instead of $250. Will the fine stop if he gets the permit issued, or does the fine stop when he gets the,
Structure's down. It's an unsafe
Structure's
structure.
He gets it all cleaned up.
Correct.
okay, well, hopefully that'll come down quickly.
so the structure down or everything removed? Just so I have clarity with the guys.
Everything removed as well, because it's for the unsafe structure, the graffiti on the structure, trash and debris on the property, and the grass and weeds being high, which you
It
did
will
mow
become
once.
part of the debris on the property once it is knocked down.
Once it's all
So it just sort of
removed,
Falls from one category to the next.
the fence will come down too when they take the,
And here's something for
House.
everyone in this room. If you get these orders, there's only one part of the orders that are in bold, and it says, when you're done, call the code inspector. I live here. I've literally seen people fixing problems on my way home after a code enforcement hearing. You know, I actually knew the people who it was. It was the Newsom property that used to be across the street from H.L. Johnson. But it doesn't count until you get the village inspectors to come out there and give you an affidavit of compliance, or at least note the date that it was, the fines will stop. Because a lot of you will fix these things, but you'll expect people to come by out of some sort of magic thing, and you got to call them first, okay? So that's my PSA. All right, 500 plus 250 a day is steep, but there's not much I can do about it, so.
thank you.
I guess it's still
The
there.
finding of service, I'm sorry if I missed it.
It was a return green card.
Thank you. 5-0190-10465 Acme Road, Main Street at Tuttle Royale LLC.
Like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
Again, for the record.
Christopher DeBenke.
Thank you. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into the record. Exhibit 1 is the order finding violation with the returned green card.
Okay.
Exhibit 2 is verification of ownership showing who owns the property. Exhibit 3, dated photograph. Any objection to these documents? Thank you.
It's amazing how well weeds grow, you know? And there are people here who wish they had your growing weeds for their bare spots in their lawns, but
They can have them.
we're still in that semi-drought place where we're like 12 inches under our normal. And unfortunately, that's just Florida right now. It's kind of dry, so. All right, the problem with this one, or the request on this one is, how much
This
of a
one,
fine, how many days?
your prior order required compliance by June 26th. It's been out for 13 days.
325?
So 1,300 and continuing. And Special Magistrate, we need to remove, your agenda says code section 1556, that's being removed.
All right, what was that?
There's no description on the agenda.
Okay, so it's just a extra number. All right, get someone out there with a mower and call them the next day. At least you can stop it.
Yeah, and then there's this pile of debris right here at the top of the drive.
I see that.
So, yeah, just get those cleaned up. If you can get them cleaned up tomorrow, it'll stop, and you can just have the inspector come out and look.
I can come out, I get in tomorrow at 10.
That's what
I
I'm
do
saying.
a night
So,
shift.
Yeah. Someone call, okay? At
How
least
much is that fine?
That's 1,300 plus continuing at $100 a day, so, get someone out there with a nice big bush hog or a good zero turn. I have no idea how you're gonna figure out what the lot is, but hopefully you can, because it's just for that lot, correct?
Yes.
'Cause that's
It's
what
small. That one's small.
Yep, okay, and then we move on to the next one, I guess.
Can you see that the picture that it was cut though from the last time?
It was cut, some of it back towards the back here along the canal bank still remained high. So I
Okay.
don't know how you could cut that.
That I have to, I was waiting on the contractor. He was taking that stuff.
But I did see that the front of it had been cut before.
Yeah.
It again is growing high again, but with the debris there and the grass not being done towards the back, it still remained in violation.
So
You gotta
if
clean it all up.
we cut that tomorrow before 10 and I get the contractors move that, we can stop the violation.
And remove that pile of debris,
the
yeah,
fine,
you
yeah.
can stop that one.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be a 10, it could be like by 5, whatever it is. Just call her to tell her, I've done it. And if you can email her pictures showing you've done it, that's even more.
She'll come do an inspection
still
either
kinda
way,
go
so,
out.
yeah, just ask her to do an
But-
inspection.
You know, I'm a trial attorney by trade, and I like proving things. And one of the best ways, I've done it here.
Okay, that way it's time and you can see.
You can see it's like it was done. And if she can't get it to the next day, she can say, okay, I confirmed 2 days later that you had done it on
And then it
that
stops.
2-day date before. Okay, so I'm just trying to help out with the proving of these things for you. All right, next one is another.
Right, 25-0191-10397 Acme Road, Main Street at Tuttle Royale LLC.
Like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4, AS400 permit information.
Name for the record again?
Christopher DeBenke.
Thank you. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into the record. Exhibit 1 is the prior order finding violation with the certified mail
Yep.
return. Page 2 of the order. Exhibit 2 is verification of ownership showing who owns the property.
Yep.
Exhibit 3, a dated photograph of a violation.
Yep.
And Exhibit 4, again, the village's permit information. Any objections to these documents?
Nope.
All right, admitted without objection. Same return green card for this one, too. All right, is this another Craviti structure, or what do we have here?
Yeah, you have the structures back here, pile of debris here, and then the grass again in the back and around the structure, and all the debris needs to be cut, and all the
Cut and
debris needs
clean.
moved.
And This was another one where your prior order, this was an unsafe structure case, along with the other violations that Ms. Hancock just specified, but your prior order required compliance by 7/7, so we're asking for a fine of 500 and continuing at 250 a day until compliance is achieved.
Expensive. We were supposed to be working on this a little earlier.
Oh, and again, we need to remove 1556 from your agenda, I'm sorry.
At least you're consistent with the extra number. All right, 500 plus continuing is granted.
And a
Thank
finding
you.
of service.
And a finding of service the same way you had the others, return
Thank
green
you.
card. And one more?
Yes, top of page 3, 25-0192, 10355 Acme Road, TLH 26 Giles LLC.
Like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4 is 400 permit information.
Well, at least I get a closer shot of the structure this time.
Well, there you go. Now the structure is gone.
Okay, this is the one they demoed, but they just haven't finished cleaning up.
Correct.
Name again for the record?
Christopher DeBenke.
These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into the record. Exhibit 1, again, is the prior order finding violation with the signed certified mail, or return certified mail, rather. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership showing who owns the property.
Yep.
Exhibit 3 is dated photographs. And Exhibit 4 is the village's permit information. Any objection to these
Nope.
documents?
Not at all.
I'd admit without objection. I bet that's probably not even your pile of tires.
It's not.
I kind of figured that out. Someone's like, oh, look, it's kind of dumpy here. I'll dumpy here too. That's horrible.
We found that after we cut the grass.
Yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, we'll dump it back there. It would have been a lovely off-road park there for a while, I guess. So, all right, what is this one? This one's
Special Magistrate, again, remove 1556. And then the other code sections that are also coming off are 06191,
which
Zero,
was unsafe.
unsafe structure, graffiti on structure, 6194, and 6189.
All right, so all those are gone except for the trash.
Yeah, we had some vagrants that were,
On your property.
yeah, and we asked them, we've been being cool with them, like, hey, you need to get out of here. Then the guy came and they left. They tore the house down. Then they did about $100,000 in damage to his machine and went to our offices and busted out all the windows. So we got a police report for that. So,
Yeah, well,
no good deed.
right.
So on this one, Special Magistrate, 1556 is being deleted in its entirety. The other code sections I listed are going to say continue to comply in your order.
Okay.
Your previous order allowed for a $250 per day fine. Given the unsafe structure has
Been removed.
been removed, we're willing to reduce that to 100, so it would be $200 and continuing until they comply
Right,
with the
that's
remaining
fair.
sections.
200 plus 100 a day. Just to be 200 plus 100 a day?
Yes, sir.
instead
Yes,
of-
sir.
All right, so they've recognized that you have done a lot of work on this. The fine, instead of $500 for initially, is down to $2. Instead of $250 a day, it's down to $100. Get it cleaned up, give them a call, okay?
Appreciate you guys.
Hopefully,
Is that all of his? Or I
There's
see
one more at the
here.
bottom of the page,
Oh,
yeah.
the sidewalk.
Case 25-0381, 10629 Acme Road, Main Street at Tuttle Royale LLC.
Like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1,
sorry.
order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
This
Being
one I
made for the
remember.
record.
Christopher DeBenke.
Thank you. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter. Exhibit 1 is the previous order finding violation with the return green card. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership showing who owns the property.
Yep.
Exhibit 3, dated photographs of the violation. Any objection to these documents?
Nope.
Thank you.
All right, admitted without objection. I thought this was the broken piece in the front.
We fixed the broken piece.
Good.
What I did with this is I sprayed it all with bleach.
I can
And-
tell. Yeah.
And now I met with Margaret yesterday, and she showed me the areas I got to pressure wash just to make it better.
Okay, good.
So-
I can see there's being some work done because you have the lovely blotchy Florida mold, but you have spots that are killed. And I find pool bleach does a wonderful job. It's like twice as strong as store bleach. All right, so what is up with this one?
This one, your previous order required compliance by June 26th or a $75 a day fine, so we're asking for a fine of $975 and continuing. It's been out of compliance for 13 days.
All right. Yeah, please get all these done. I mean, you're trying, I know you're trying. Some of these things are easy, some of them are difficult. This one's one of the easier ones. Hopefully you can knock that out fast. All right, that's granted. Same green card from the last notice for everything.
Thank you.
And we're done, I hope.
Can I ask you one question? The 975, is that up until this point? And then what's the date?
That's from June 27th through today, so that's 13 days. Then it'll continue at $75 from tomorrow going forward until you comply everything.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
As soon as you get it done, Chris, call and I'll come out.
Thank you. I will.
Stop it immediately if you can.
Staying on the same page in the middle, 25-0215, 9960 Belvedere Road, GAM Commercial LLC.
I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation, USPS tracking. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. 4 AS400.
All right, tell us your name, sir.
Martinez?
Thank you. And what is your relation to GAM Commercial LLC? All right, you are the managing member.
Sole owner.
Yeah, that's, when you're an LLC, you're a managing
Yeah,
member.
well,
When you're
yeah.
a corporation, you're a
You're
president.
right.
So,
Would like to enter into the record. Exhibit 1 is the previous order finding violation
Right.
with the certified mail
Yeah.
USPS showing delivery confirmation. Exhibit 2 is verification of ownership showing who owns the property. Exhibit 3 is dated photographs.
All that's done already. We took down all the signs and did the landscaping.
We'll
Yeah,
get to that
okay.
in just 1 second. And then this final exhibit is the village's permit information. Any objection to these documents being entered?
No.
Okay.
So those are the,
Without
we have permits
objection.
filed right now, right?
These are
Yeah,
showing some sign permits, but
Okay.
we'll get to
Okay,
that.
okay.
okay, let's see how they were served here. USPS tracking confirmed for service. So you have removed some of these items?
Yeah, Special
yeah.
Magistrate, I'm sorry, the code section 20-21 and 15-141, which is the signs without a permit and the artificial turf, are in compliance, so those will be continue to comply. I'm sorry, it's
Okay.
15-144 if I said 141.
Oh, you're going to mess up my Venn diagrams bad.
21 and 15-144,
All right, those are signs in the
signs and artificial turf.
turf.
Yep,
There you go.
those will say continue to comply. 15-141 is being stricken altogether, no description, as is 2657.
All right, so that just leaves us with permits for the canopies and a vegetation removal permit.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
And the canopy permit is in plan check
All right,
as
so
to the
you're part of
S400.
the way along in that
Yeah,
one.
we're trying to move. But what is it, the landscaping's done, right?
Well, it said remove vegetation without a vegetation removal permit, so it either has to be replaced or it has to be permitted to be removed.
We have an email that the landscaper sent, and they replied that it was okay to go ahead and do it. He's
I don't know what the landscaper
Yeah.
in the village are talking about normally.
from the city.
And send it to me tomorrow.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
he had asked, and he said, no, you're good to go. He says, you're
But
good
if
to go.
that's true, you still got to get the permit for the canopy
Canopies.
structure.
Or so that we have
No.
submitted.
She's talking about the canopy permit, not a, yeah.
They removed all the artificial turf. And I don't have the other pictures with me of the other items that, did you? I don't, were
Grass.
were there dead
we-
shrubs?
We put no, we did not.
All right, well,
Artificial turf, and we put the grass.
okay. Well, that just still leaves the permit for the canopy then.
Yeah.
So we still have one hanging out there, so.
I'll double check my photographs tomorrow and send me that email.
Okay.
Okay.
And this
so-
one's been out for 13 days. Your prior order required compliance by 6/26. So we're asking for 3/25, that's 13 days out of compliance. 3/25 and continuing.
Your normal low fine. All right. $25 a day so far for 13 days is the 325. It'll continue until the permit is issued. At that time, it'll stop.
All right.
Okay? Okay. 325 plus continuing is granted.
Thank you. Top of page 4, 25-0401, 500 North State Road 7, Coral Sky Retail LLC.
Documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. I have confirmation through emails and phone calls. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
Your name, sir, for the record?
Anthony Rodriguez. I'm the attorney for BJ's Wholesale.
What was your first name?
Anthony Rodriguez.
Anthony. Good.
4, I think, so you know the drill. I'll show you these, and then you can show me that, and then we'll
Sure.
go from there. So these are the exhibits that the village would like to enter. Exhibit 1 is the prior order finding violation.
Could I see the address as to where this was sent? Okay.
Yeah, it's required to be sent to the address on the tax collector's roll.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. We had an unfortunate incident where we missed the June 11th hearing. We did not receive notice.
Yeah, and then we can get into all that. So
Yeah.
exhibit 2 is verification of ownership showing who owns the property
Sure. Okay.
with that same
Yep.
address. Exhibit 3 is dated photographs of the violations.
Okay.
Any objection to these documents?
When are they dated?
They're all,
Or from the 27th?
and then these last 2 are from,
Yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Yes, I have no objection to those.
okay.
I have additional photographs. Unfortunately, I don't have a bait stamp on them or
Can you
metadata.
testify as to the date?
I can. These were taken yesterday and sent to me around 3:30 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Right.
Can the village keep this copy?
Of course.
All right, I'm going to allow respondents, or not respondents, the village's number 1 into evidence. Defendant's number 1 is also admitted into evidence. Everyone gets everything in, not circuit court.
It was off of there, but it was there when I re-inspected on the 27th. That's why it's still on the agenda.
All right, so we got stuff that's moved. All right, everything's admitted. Everything's good. All right, so what are our problems here, other than,
And this one, Special Magistrate, I got a Venn diagram for you.
all right, what goes where?
1254 is going to be a continue to comply
That, okay, and that is the what?
by the loading dock.
3 by the loading dock.
2661G, which is shipping containers, is being stricken.
Shipping containers, I just draw lines through that. All right, that leaves building material and equipment stored in parks.
Correct. Parking spaces, yes.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, tell us your side.
Yes, Your Honor. We became first aware of this citation on July 1st. There was a notice issue regarding the June 11th hearing. We did not receive it from our landlord until July 1st. I reached out to Ms. Hancock the same day. I've been working with her the past week to get this area cleaned up. The only issue that I think is remaining is the dumpster, which we had tried to get that dumpster removed today. However, we had an issue with the trucking company that was going to take it. It looks like we can get it out tomorrow, but as it stands right now, that dumpster is still there. I believe we have complied with all other requirements of the citation. All I know is that the final thing remaining is the open top dumpster there. Those boxes boxes were removed overnight last night.
Yes. And then today, there was these items on the ground, pallets or whatever. So throw them in there and get that out of there.
With the
Yeah,
dumpster in a parking space?
We,
So the dumpster's in a parking space as well, you understand that?
yes, I believe that's the basis for the violation.
Correct, I just want to make, I heard you say you were going to get it
Right.
emptied, but I wasn't sure, I heard you get it removed.
No, we're going to get it removed.
Okay.
And we'll figure out a better way to
Oh, but
deal
they
with
already built.
the trash at the site
But
here.
need a dumpster for that? No.
Okay, well, we still have a dumpster issue that hasn't been cleaned up by now, so what are we looking at?
Your prior order required compliance by June 26th or a fine of $75 per day. It's been out of compliance for 13 days, so we're asking for a fine of $975 and continuing until compliance is achieved.
Okay. You have the notice issue, but that's almost between you and your landlord. They should have done something more. Was this posted as well? I don't know.
No, because I had USPS tracking.
Because the tracking confirmed came back as delivered to the right address, so.
Yeah. And I had tracking on the violation as well, and they did show for that.
Right, that's our landlord's address, and
Yeah.
Your Honor is correct.
They both went to the
Landlord
same
did not
address.
inform us of this citation until July 1st, but once we did have notice of it, we moved as quickly as possible to address all these issues.
Okay,
And
well,
we'll continue to do so.
this may be a fine reduction later on, but you may have to talk to your landlord about a rental credit for delays. I don't know. It'll all get worked out somewhere. But right now, we're at $975 and continuing. Hopefully, it'll stop continuing when that dumpster is removed. And the first phone call that you make when you see that going out the door is that lady right there.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, 975 plus continuing is granted. Hopefully, it'll stop.
Hey, what would the total amount be? It's $975 and continuing at what for the?
35 a day, so tomorrow will be 1050.
Thank you.
Hopefully, it'll stop there. Is my math good?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I don't really know. It's horrible. All right, thank you very much.
Staying on the same page, now we're doing violation hearings, case and a correction for your agenda, Special Magistrate. The first violation case, the case number should be 25-0403. It's 125 Meadowwood Drive, Nelson X. Munoz and Veronica T. Noboa.
Okay.
Good evening, Special Magistrate. My name is Andrew Armienti. I'm a code inspector with the Village of Royal Palm Beach.
All right, 1 second. Sir, your name?
Xavier Munoz.
Thank you. All right, you can continue.
Special Magistrate, the code sections are 15-142 and 23-17. Parking over the sidewalk on landscaping rocks in the front yard. I observed the violation on 428. The notice of violation, notice of hearing was sent certified mail on 429 and posted. Would like to submit the following documents and evidence. Exhibit 1 is the notice of violation, notice of hearing with an affidavit of service. Exhibit 2 is the verification of ownership, and Exhibit 3 are the pictures.
Okay.
And is this you, just so I'm clear, Nelson?
Yeah.
Okay. You're the property owner. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into the record. Exhibit 1 is the affidavit of service for the notice of violation and notice of hearing, because we got the certified mail back, return unable to forward. The notice of violation, tonight's hearing. Exhibit 2 is verification of ownership showing that you own the property. And Exhibit 3 is dated photographs of the violation. Any objection to these documents being entered?
No, that's fine.
Thank you.
Okay. You have service via posting. I had a boat for 25 years. It was wonderful, but I had a partner who also had an apartment and a house on the water, so it was easy. But yours is just a little long for where you are. It seems to stick out past the sidewalk. And we seem to have some landscaping gravel there. It's not approvable or approved or what?
Not in the front yard, Special Magistrate. The issues here are the boat is parking over the sidewalk, and that they have landscaping rocks in the front yard, which should be sodded.
Okay. Well, I don't don't know why you put the rocks in the front yard, but normally they like sod. So
Well,
that's a problem. And then the other problem is, obviously, it's a nice big boat, but it's also a little bit too big for where it's sitting.
so, Your Magister, we have opened and applied, we told the code enforcement, we have applied for a permit to create a second driveway, which was already approved. It was already poured, and actually, I think today, we just moved the boat to the other side.
Well, the
And,
good news is you're here, it's a violation hearing, you're going to have time to cure it.
Right.
So you can have they'll probably give you a month or whatever it is. What is your date?
We're
Sue?
going to ask for compliance by July 31st or appearance at the September 10th fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
All right, 9, 10, 25. All right, so you already have the
Issue,
permit is issued.
yes.
Is
For
it-
the decorative river rocks, just so you know, they were added with the permit when we built our back, our pool in the back. So I think you guys at that time request on like a revision or addition documents, and kind of here it is kind of showing the rocks in the.
Oh, permitted rocks. The plot thickens.
So those are river rocks. Actually, it helps for drainage. I was telling the officer, we were having problems also when heavy rains. There was accumulation water on the sod. That's why, and also my neighbor, has a little difficult with weeds and everything. It was really nightmares. That's why we decided to find a way to cut it off. And the pool contractor says, let's just, propose this to the city, and that was it.
Okay, so we're taking off the rocks for now? Okay, and that's 15142?
Yes, Special Magistrate.
All right, so I'm just going to draw a line for that for now because it seems like it's been permitted at least at one time, which leaves us with the parking over the sidewalk with a boat problem.
Inspector will have to come out and look, but we're giving you time, so they'll come out.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so you've gotten a permit for the concrete to be poured, is that right?
Yeah.
All right, here's my issue here. I'm just going to tell us the village. I've been driving home, and there are a couple of people on my route home that were pouring driveways. And you could tell they had the place dug out, they had the forms already, and, it took weeks, if not a month, for the actual asphalt or the concrete guys to pour it. So in this case, since we're not going to have a hearing until,
It's already been poured.
in that case, he's good. In that case, we're good. I mean, this should be a finding of fact, too. Well, actually not. He's got to,
The code enforcement officer needs to go inspect it, but it's been poured, so by July 31st is plenty of time.
oh, yeah, well, no, I thought it hadn't, but if it's done, it seems fine. You have until the July 31st to do what you've already done, which is,
Well, he's got to move
Well,
the boat.
the boat
Can no
is in-
longer block the sidewalk or any vehicle,
yeah,
a
no,
car,
the
boat, or
boat
anything.
the boat is so far back in that picture that it is miles from the sidewalk. So all you have to do is go out there to make sure that no one else or nothing else is parked over the sidewalk, because it's now not on this side of the property, it's on the other side of the property, almost to the back of the house, which is still legal. So just go check tomorrow. Does it go back tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah, just go out and check tomorrow to make sure it's good, and then let them know somehow that they're in compliance. Okay?
Thank you, Special Magistrate.
Thank you. So 731, 910, 25 on the 23-17 only, parking over the sidewalk.
Service you made?
And a finding of service is by posting, yes.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
25-0446, the same page, 2 down, 106 Gibraltar Street, Pedro Ramirez. I'm sorry.
Special Magistrate, the code sections are 23-18B2, 9-1, and 6-190A5, trailer not parked to code, fence without a permit, a stained sidewalk. I observed the violation on 5/15/25. The notice of violation, notice of hearing was sent out certified mail on 5/15 and returned on 5/20. Would like to submit the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1 is the notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2 is the verification of ownership. Exhibit 3 are the pictures, and Exhibit 4 is the affidavit of compliance.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into the record. Exhibit 1 is the notice of hearing and notice of violation for tonight's hearing, along with the signed certified mail. Exhibit 2 is verification of ownership, showing that you own the property. Exhibit 3 is dated photographs of the violation. And Exhibit 4 is an affidavit of compliance. Any objection to these documents being entered? No.
All right, finding of fact?
Yes.
All right, finding of fact is granted. And a finding of service, oh, you want more. All right, service was by signed green card. A finding of fact means you fixed it, you're fine. So you get an order in the mail saying you're done.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you very much for showing up.
Thank you.
Please.
This is on page 5 in the middle, 25-0418, 145 Cordoba Circle, Annie Benjamin Joseph and Mary Joseph.
I almost bought the house at 109 Gibraltar. It didn't have a big enough driveway.
Good evening, Special Magistrate Anthony Sandlin, Village of Royal Palm Code Enforcement Inspector, and I would like to admit the following items into evidence. Address 145 Cordoba Circle, Code Section 6190A12, 6190A12, and 6190AH for the storm shutters being closed. I observed the violation on 5/2/25. Mail was mailed out on 5/2/25 and posted on 6/2/25. I would like to admit the following items into evidence. Exhibit 1, affidavit of service and a notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. And Exhibit 3, photos.
All right, tell us who you are, ma'am. Your name?
Annie Joseph.
Thank you.
exhibits that the village would like to enter into the record. Exhibit 1 is the affidavit of service for the violation and the notice of hearing. The notice of violation. Hearing, for tonight's hearing. Exhibit 2 is verification of ownership showing that you own the property. And Exhibit 3 is dated photographs of the violation. You're fine.
He was having seizures today,
Oh,
so I
no,
couldn't
you're
leave him
fine.
home.
You're fine. Any objection to these documents?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I understand the storm shutter thing. We're not supposed to have our storm shutters up unless we have a named storm. It's not just security. It's also bad for the fire department trying to save people's lives. The structure, I don't know, it doesn't really look
That's a
stained
finding
much.
of fact,
Yeah, it
which is
didn't.
the A1 and 2, 06190A1 and 2.
See, the one thing I can't wrap my head around is it's beautiful paver circular driveway, but there's no outlet to the road on the one side.
We didn't do that. The original owners did that, and then we never
I like-
bothered to fix it.
You have a circular driveway, but it doesn't circle. It stops. Is that like more like a J instead of a circle? It's just weird. I'm just staring at this picture going, isn't there supposed to be a,
Terrible. I
This
drive over
one.
the grass. My husband yells at me, but
I'm like,
some days I'm like,
it's
forget
like, then
it.
you got to pull in, then you got to back out. It just weirds me out. It's just, okay. I stared at that picture and stared at that picture and was like, that's just crazy. All right, finding of fact, is that it for the case?
No, finding of fact on the 06190A1 and 2, and then for 06190H, the storm shutters, compliance by August 28th, or appearance at the 9/10 fine hearing, or $25 a day fine.
All right, so you have forever and a day to take down these shutters, but don't forget about it. You need to do
Honestly,
it before.
I will take them off, but I was going to do it before this weekend. But then this weekend, they mentioned a tropical storm, and I said, just leave it up and I'll take it out after.
Tropical storms are just rain with a name. We don't care about tropical storms. We like Cat 3s and Cat 4s. Yeah.
I don't like
Otherwise, we
any of
barely-
them.
It's shutters, it's like, it's a Cat 1. Do I go in the corner and dig my, now the coconuts you need to take down, but that's just to help your neighbors keep from getting bombed. All right, so you're 8, 28, 9, 10, or 25. Don't forget to take them down.
About the paint, though, it mentioned the house was already power washed.
No, they said the paint's not a problem, so we're
Oh.
leaving that as.
It was stained, but it's.
Sorry, I didn't understand, but I saw it on the
The only thing
violation.
you have now, they said there was a finding of fact on the structure being stained. Well, it was cleaned, so it's not a problem. They don't care anymore. But the only problem left is
My
the
shutters.
storm shutters being closed, and that's because we don't have a named storm. So, yeah, it's a safety fire hazard thing. You know, if there's a fire in the house, there's a fire between you and your front door, you're dying. Because the fire department's going to have a heck of a time ripping that stuff out. Or they're going to have to bring wrenches and unscrew it or whatever. So that's the problem with the shutters. All right, so you have until August 28th to get it remedied, or you'll be back here for the September 10th hearing, or face a $25 a day fine. All I'm saying is put a big, date on your calendar. Make sure you get it done way before the 28th of August. Call the code officer so we can just drive by and say, yes, they're down. Okay? Granted. Thank
What
you.
office, is that the number on this paper?
Ma'am, I can give you.
He's going to give you a card. It's even fancier. And the number on the paper would have worked too. It's just the main line into the code officer's world, but he gave you his direct, I think.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Next.
On page 6, 25-0463, 843 Hibiscus Drive, Tien Trinh Nguyen.
This would be code section 6190A2. Structure not uniform in color. I observed the violation on 5/20/25. Certified mail was mailed out on 5/20/25 and returned back on 5/27/25. I would like to admit the following items into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. And Exhibit 3, photos.
Name for the record?
Chin Nguyen.
Thank you. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into the violation, the notice of hearing for tonight's hearing, and the returned certified mail. Exhibit 2 is verification of ownership showing that you own the property.
Yeah.
And Exhibit 3 is dated photographs of the violation. Make sure that they're out of order. This one is the first one from June 20th, and then the reinspection. Any objection to these documents?
Yeah, because, when after I purchased the house, I went to overseas for 2 months. I
Okay.
just came back, so that's why.
You can explain that to the back.
Okay.
It doesn't matter, you're going to have time to fix
yeah,
this. 'Cause this is the violation stage where you get time to fix things. I just like the total difference in the color, looking at the two photographs. This one looks like light gray, dark gray on the 620, and then the next one, it looks like
It disappeared.
a much closer light gray, light gray. It's just the lighting is just so different on both of these. You have service via return green card, by the way. All right, yeah, see that one? Yeah, look how much lighter that looks. All right, so they're saying that you basically have two different shades of grayish on your property.
I
and
just
it
bought
needs
a
to
house,
be-
I don't know.
Yeah, it needs to be the same, so you either need to paint the front lighter or the side darker, I believe. Is that right? Yeah, it's that one side there.
Whatever, I contact to the painting guy. So he say he will be do it for me on next weekend. So
Okay,
it be,
well,
yeah, be
I'm sure
done
they're
on
going to
next
give you
weekend.
plenty of time to do this.
We're asking for compliance by August 28th, or
By
appearance
8/28, you
at
have
the
a month and a
9/10
half
fine
to do
hearing,
it.
or
Okay,
$25
okay, that
day
sound
fine.
better.
Yeah, you have plenty of time.
Yeah, okay.
It's the beginning
that's the way,
of the
maybe
rainy season, so.
I fixed some, the modern outside, it rust. So I think I have people come in to take it out and put the new one on too.
No,
Then I paint it.
as long as you get the painter to match the rest of the house, it's going to be
Yeah, I will
fine.
be painting like the whole house.
And painting the whole house will make it even match better. Just make sure you remember to call them when it's done, so they can come by and inspect it.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thanks. 8/28, 9/10/25 granted.
Thank you. Bottom of the same page, 25-0379.
You're done, sir. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you,
So
sir.
it's August 28th?
You'll get a piece of paper in the mail.
Okay, thank
Yep.
you.
25-0379, 12011 Southern Boulevard, Wendy's Properties LLC.
Code Section 2041, 2349, A1, 14, B7, 15141, 6195. Prohibited signage, striping and pavement markings are faded and weather, missing landscape. I observed this violation on 4/21/25, sent out notice of violation with a notice of hearing on 4/22/25, posted it to the property. I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
Your name, sir?
Joe Kennewall,
Spell your last name?
ANAWALL, Facility Manager.
Facility manager. It's on the rest, thank you. Okay. Enter into the record, Exhibit 1 is the affidavit of service for the notice of violation and notice of hearing, the notice of violation itself, notice of hearing for tonight's hearing. Exhibit 2 is verification of ownership showing who owns the property. Exhibit 3 is dated photographs of the violations. Any objection to these documents being entered?
No.
Thank you.
All right, admitted without objection. It took me a while to figure out where your Wendy's was. It's on the Crestwood west side of the road, right before Southern Boulevard. Yeah, stopped in there quite a few times, so. All right, you have service via posting on this one. What's wrong with it, other than it's missing some bushes that probably were on a site plan years ago when they site planned the property?
Yeah, they need to replace the missing vegetation and then do work in the parking lot. They need to get the engineer permit for the striping. I believe
Okay, well,
you
we're
have
going to
that
give us some time to do that.
In review.
Wonderful.
Yeah, is this going to be an 828? I want to make sure they
Yeah,
have
and
time.
Special Magistrate, the code section 2041, which is the prohibited signage, is a finding of fact.
Prohibited signage is FOF.
Sections, we're asking for compliance by 828 or appearance at the 9:10 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
All right, and you said they needed a permit for the striping?
Striping, engineering.
Okay, and if they get that engineering permit, does that give them time to stripe it? Does it take them out of code? I just want to make sure he knows exactly what's going on here.
I believe it would give them a little bit of time, yes, but they still have to work on the vegetation that's missing.
Yeah, well, no, that's totally different from the
Yeah,
vegetation.
it's
That
the
doesn't
same
require any
violation.
permits, that just requires a shovel.
But Special Magistrate, if you want, do status / fine assessment for 9:10, because technically compliance is the striping is done, not that they have the permit, but if you want to do status, that way you have the latitude to give them more time.
Yeah.
If something hangs them up.
We'll do a status / fine assessment hearing just to see if you got your permit issued and how far along you are in the striping. You know, I recognize that if it does actually rain here, it rains here a lot, so, you know, that slows these things down. You got to do it on a dry day or it washes away. So 828, 910, and $25 at status / fine assessment. If you get everything fixed before then, you don't have to come back for your status because you'll be done. If you don't, you can come back and tell us why it's taking a bit. Okay?
And what was the date?
August 28th. That gives you a month and a half, a little bit more.
Will work fast.
All right. Well, and
2041?
a finding of fact on the prohibited signage, they've removed it. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
And
Be
you'll
in
get an
touch.
order in the mail, or someone will at Wendy's somewhere.
7 near the center, 25-0388, 138 Parkwood Drive, Michelle Y. Norris.
Code sections 15141, 15132, and 1571. Dead dying palm tree, palms have dead fronds. I observed this violation on 4/22/25. Sent out notice of violation and a notice of hearing certified mail on 4/23/25. Posted it to the property. Like to know the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
Michelle Norris. Thank you. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into the record. Exhibit 1 is the affidavit of service for the notice of violation and the notice of hearing. This is the notice of violation. Hearing for tonight's hearing. Exhibit 2 is verification of ownership showing that you own the property. Exhibit 3 is dated photographs of the violation.
No.
I can have the code officer explain too, once I get these to the magistrate.
Okay.
Any objection to just the documents being entered?
They could be entered, yeah.
Okay, and then we can explain if you have questions.
Could I, okay, you'll have these up there. Is there any way I could look at them? I'm legally blind in my left eye, so I have to see things up close. Thank you.
So let me show them to him and then I'll bring it back to you.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Don't show up on her computer.
I got my favorite already. It's that first one, Exhibit 3. Okay. Not at all.
All right. Yeah, just the photos so I can, like, I have a hard time seeing.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so my favorite is the one with the, looks like a sable palm or something like that. Looks like
Bismarck?
looks like it got whacked on the head by a lightning or something.
But there's no dying palm fronds from it, and it's still producing berries. So we had an arborist come out because there was more than one, and I'm working on it. They said to have an arborist come out. We had an arborist come out. He says, yeah, it looks like it's been hit by lightning, but it's not dying because it's still producing. So we're okay with cutting it down if that's what my neighbor wants. But
I don't care what your neighbor wants, I just care what the code is. and
Well,
how
yeah,
we
he's the one who
apply
called on us. But then our Royal Palms, which is the next one, I've lived on this property for 33 years. We've had them, Royal Palms are self-pruning.
Exactly.
They are probably, I can't even guess how tall they are because they're 33 years old also. So he complains about them all the time to us. I guess he called on them. They're self-pruning. They come down. He wants us to trim them because he doesn't like the berries, the pollen. But I've never had them trimmed in 33 years.
Yeah, Royals don't trim. Royals trim themselves.
Yes. So
I was looking at another picture on there. Where's the third picture? It's like a hedge of, now,
Picture.
there we
This
go.
one, where you can see the dead palm fronds.
That's on her property?
Yes, these are all on her property.
Okay, those are, we call them Christmas palms
Yes,
because they've got red and green berries.
yes.
And we call the berry pods at my house dingle balls, which is totally my wife's made-up name for these things.
We have about 30, probably 25 to 30 different palms on our property. My dad used to own Calypso Tropic. So we know a lot about palms, and we love our palm trees. And I'm willing to have this cut down.
The problem with it is just, they become a storm hazard. I mean, I've spent the last 2 weeks trimming my 4 to get all my dingle balls off. And, you know, I had to do it in 2 sections because I filled up my waste management trash bin and I didn't have enough room. So that I will make you trim, those guys, but the Royals, no. The Royals are just Royal Palms. They fix themselves.
Cut on June 16th, $100 a palm tree they cost me. Now, for them to keep making these complaints on me, I'm a single mom with 2 kids that have full-time. I can't afford.
No, I'm not. I'm actually going to make her life a little bit more difficult because I'm going to exclude the Royals from this. The dead palm frond thing appears to be in the Christmas palms, and yes, those can be trimmed and taken care of. I do it myself. I mean,
I get up
right
in the
now
trees and cut them myself too.
It's a 6-foot ladder with a pole saw. I'm at that phase, so.
What exactly one are you talking about?
I'm talking about the hedge of palms on the side. I am excluding the Royals from this order because they don't need to be trimmed. They just trim themselves. It's just
Yeah,
life.
and I tried to explain that.
But I'm not sure that that's consistent with the village code. They can't have
I don't see
dead and dying palm fronds.
dead and dying palm fronds in the Royals. They
And
see dead and dying palm fronds
There
in the
are.
Christmas.
There
And
are some here. Sorry that my angle must have been bad in the color, but each one has at least one, if not 2, dangling.
They self. I mean,
Like I just had them cut 2 weeks ago and I already have dead palms. I can't afford to have someone come out
and
every week
I look
to
at
cut
you right
these.
away, and you look and you see these things. They fall down, and the fronds are half green after they're fallen down. I mean, they let themselves go.
If you see my pile that I have from my palm trees, really I would like to just cut them all out of my yard, but in honor of my father, I don't.
I do not mind ordering them to take care of the Christmas palms along the side yard and trim all the berries and all that stuff. But I'm not going to order them to do the Royals out front.
Okay.
Okay? Those, they trim themselves when they're not even dead. They trim themselves when they're half dead. The fronds are still green when they hit the ground. You can see the trucks driving over them on Royal Palm Beach Boulevard. So I will accept that, but I will definitely tell them to take care of the Christmas palms. They can trim those. Those fronds are lots of fun. And they have lots of bees too. I mean, that is a very bee experience while you're trimming those things, let me tell you. So Christmas palms, yes. Royals, no.
Okay.
That's just impractical, and that's just, I have, what's the other one? It's not the Royal, it's the other one. I have one of those big ones in my front yard. It's not a Royal Palm, it's what other palm?
There's
Well,
sable,
Sable's the
there's
one that got hit by the lightning.
foxtails.
It's the other normal
Alexander.
type, and that one I have to have trimmed annually because of the storm, and it throws out pods and seeds, and it's just nasty. You know, I wouldn't mind getting that one blown over by a hurricane. My sable palm got eaten by either Francis or Jeannie.
The,
It was
one of
the
our
best- it was
one
the
of our
best thing
coconut
ever.
palms got over by the big
'Cause when it
tornado.
got flattened out, it was like, oh, I just have to chunk it into sections and get rid of that thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
What is the ruling on the lightning tree?
she is, if she has an arborist that says it's not dead,
Do you have anything from your arborist with you?
Well, no, but we said we'll have it cut if that's what you guys
No,
want. I just need
I will
time.
accept your testimony that you hired an arborist. Who was it?
What's his name? I have his phone number.
You have, hopefully you have his name and phone number. How much did it cost for him to do this service? $975.
Well, he's going to come, that's what it would cost us, almost $1,000 to have it cut down.
So I'm just going to say, no, you paid the arborist, though, to do this.
Well, and he came out, when he was cutting down our rural palms, I asked him how much. They all claim to be arborist, all those tree guys.
But that's the,
So,
that's
but
what,
I have his name and
All right,
phone
so
number.
we're going to set this for a status fine assessment hearing so she can get you documentation from the arborist.
from a certified arborist, not just a tree trimming guy, a licensed certified arborist.
Okay, and if you have an arborist,
Submitted to get it cut down already.
no, if you have an arborist who's going to say that this tree can survive, you can keep it. But if you don't have it, you had to cut it down. So that's up to you. And that's why I'm doing the status/fine assessment.
Can I-
To give you an opportunity to give that report to them, or you can cut it down. I don't care which way you do it. But if it's a live tree
what?
and the lightning hasn't killed it, and you can tell because it's still producing fruit after it's been hit, you know, that's fine and dandy too. You can let it grow back. I don't care either way. But to make the village happy, I need something from the arborist in writing that says the tree can survive.
Okay.
So it's your shot.
I'm
You
just going to
spend the
probably
grand
have
to
it
knock
cut down. I don't
or
want
you can-
problems with my neighbor. My neighbor, like, he swerved at my kid and he flicks them off and he's just,
Unfortunately.
if it makes him happy, I'll cut it down.
Well, unfortunately, I have no control over inter-neighbor
understand.
relations.
I know.
So unfortunately, that is just a big lotto-type crapshoot, whoever you end up next to. It could be the nicest people in the world. It could be not so much.
I need a permit to have it removed though, right?
Yeah,
Even
but
though
that's a no.
It's a no-fee permit and it's
No fee
quick, and you'll
permit.
have plenty of time with the dates we're gonna give.
it's been submitted.
The only thing they do with this no-fee permit is say, do you have any other trees on your property? And you have enough on that one line to satisfy the
I have about
neighborhood.
30 palm trees on that
And 30
property,
palm trees.
unfortunately.
30 palm trees only count as 10 regular trees.
So the dates we're asking for are compliance by 8/28 or appearance at the 9/10 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
Yeah. And all you really need to do is come in with your arborist and see if that makes them happy.
Okay.
And they'll tell you whether or not you need to show up on 8/28. Okay, and the rest of the stuff,
Oh, I didn't mean to write on that. I'm sorry.
and you're going to get an order in the mail. And the rest of them, you know, this thing I did with the dingle balls, as soon as you get them all cut, call the code inspector. She'll come out there and make sure that the Christmases are all trimmed up nicely, and then life will go on. Okay? Okay.
Thank you.
8/28, 9/10/20 for a status fine.
Finding on service, Special Magistrate?
Posting?
Posting.
Show me exactly what berries what Christmas palm.
It's anything that's dead or dying, so anything that's brown, fronds hanging down. Yeah, all those ones, I'll note down.
Yeah, it's just the seed pods on the Christmas palms.
You can come out and, if there's any questions.
Okay.
And they're the ones where I get to pull these fronds down, and then my dogs immediately attack it, then they pee on them, and then I have to throw them in the trash.
Okay.
It's just what happens at our house. All right.
Thank you.
The same page, 25-0458, 128 Vizcaya Avenue, Emmanuel R. and Christine D. Nadeau.
Code Sections 14-4A, disabled vehicle. I observed this violation on 5/16/25, sent out notice of violation with a notice of hearing, certified mail on 5/19/25. It was signed for on 5/22/25. Like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
Okay.
Names for the record?
Oh, Christine Nadeau.
And the gentleman behind you?
Anyone native?
Very good, thank you.
All right.
That the village would like to enter into the record. Exhibit 1 is the notice of violation, the notice of hearing for tonight's hearing, the signed certified mail. Exhibit 2 is verification of ownership showing that you own the property. Exhibit 3 is dated photographs of the violation. Exhibit 4 is an affidavit of compliance. Any objection to these documents?
No. And I have the new registration.
You have what?
I have the copy of the new registration and the license plate.
Yes, I seen
Exactly. Oh, I didn't, I brought it in case you did needed to see it.
I was looking at your stack, and I could see the affidavit of compliance when she had it like this. It's like, oh, yeah, I know what's happening with this case. They say you were fine because you fixed it, so you fixed it.
My tenant, and he said that he wanted to take responsibility and get in touch with Margaret. So I let him, but of course he waited a little too long, and that's why we're here tonight.
Well, not a problem. All he really needed to do was get it re-registered or up the tag or whatever he needed to do to get it in compliance, so you're in compliance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
news to move it
Yeah,
and
exactly.
keep a tag on
Yeah,
every
because I was gonna
24
say-
hours.
Yeah, because I was going to say that my neighbor next to me, I live at 106, he's at 110. He parks his van the same place every day, and he doesn't always take it to go to work. So sometimes it's there for 2-3 days, but, so, I mean, my tenant doesn't use his car every day neither, and he parks it at the same spot when he uses it. So, I mean, it's kind of like,
He needs to
you know, I
put it
mean,
in
do
the
we
driveway
need to
if
be
he's not
really
gonna move
picky
it.
about exactly, he has to park 3 foot here or there? I mean, when I park in my driveway, I park my car the exact same spot every day.
But you
know,
move it.
it's kind of like, and the other thing I want to say is about the garbage can too, because the expectation of roll call with the garbage can is a little too much
You really
too.
don't need to talk about it.
It's on my paper.
It's on your paper, but it's
So
not on
it
my
is.
agenda, so I'm not concerned.
No.
The garbage can has been fixed. You just keep on top of your tenant.
I was mainly written because it had a flat tire for a long time, as
But
well as
those
the
aren't flat
expired
tires,
tag.
Margaret. They're very thin little tires. They only have this much rubber. They're
was
not
flat.
flat. It's the way they are made. It's this much rubber on the tires, and it makes it look that it's very low.
But it doesn't matter because, see that yellow thing there? The yellow thing says, I'm not good. He needed to have his registration done, tire or no tire, so that is it. So, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Finding of fact is granted.
To find mitigation hearings, case 17-0196, 10089 Penzance Lane, U.S. Bank Trust, N.A. trustee.
This is our authorization
Special Magistrate, I'd like to submit the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1 is the fine mitigation request. Exhibit 2 is the order assessing fine. Exhibit 3 is the verification of ownership, and Exhibit 4 is the affidavit of compliance.
Okay, and how much is the fine in this case?
$73,000.
73K.
Mere pocket change, right?
So, and I assume this was a tenant who did this, right?
It's actually a foreclosure, and there was a tenant in there, I guess, from the prior owner.
Okay, and the easy question I ask in all these cases is, why should the fine be reduced?
I was notified of it. I did come into compliance, and we even power washed the place and whatnot. But I wasn't notified through the bank, was not notified. But as soon as they assigned the property to me, I did get it into compliance.
Okay. Now, do you have a number that you think the fine should be? because it was probably out of compliance for a while.
Yeah.
That's what she says.
The side window was closed.
That's all I have is her. She did.
She wasn't authorized.
That's the power of attorney from U.S. Trust to Hudson Homes. And then the following document is from Hudson Homes to me, assigning me the property.
So what's the connection between Hudson Homes and the current property owner? The bank owns it now?
The bank owns it, that's U.S. Trust, and that's the power of attorney from U.S. Trust.
U.S. Bank?
Yes, going to Hudson Homes. I was assigned by Hudson Homes as the local real estate agent to, yes, to manage the property.
You're Darcy?
Yes,
And she's the one who filled out the fine mitigation request
yes.
by saying appointed selling agent.
Right, what?
I understand.
Work for Hudson Home? Are you a real estate agent for Hudson Home?
I'm for Caldwell Banker, who was assigned, that, on the last page, it says my name and verification of the listing agreement.
So if we told U.S. Bank that you from Coldwell Banker were here to represent them, they wouldn't know anything about it?
If you told U.S. Trust, no. If you told Hudson Homes, they would definitely know about it, yes. They're the one that requested my going here.
Well, is that this gives you authorization to sell the property, but it doesn't specifically give you authorization to request and be at this hearing.
Specific piece of paper stating that.
They have a form.
We have a form that's with our fine mitigation request form that's actually an agent authorization form, which they would sign off, U.S. Bank would sign off for you to be able to be there. And it gives a specific date and location to represent them. And I'll just give you a little background why. You only get one fine mitigation hearing. After a property's been to fine mitigation hearing, it cannot come back again.
Understood.
And sometimes the lien doesn't get paid in time because the sale doesn't go through like it should or something like that. And the lien goes back to the original amount. And if that were to happen in this case, U.S. Bank would be knocking at the village window saying, who represented us? How did you let them represent us? So that's kind of the.
So we'd request that she come back to next month's hearing with the paperwork signed by the village, the village's paperwork signed by the owner, so that there's, because this
Yeah,
does give her
I
authorization to
understand.
sell, but it's not the same thing as her being here tonight, so it doesn't connect the dots to the extent that we need them
It
connected.
does not have enough general language in it.
Pardon me?
Do you have a contract on the property?
I currently do not. No.
Okay, good. Okay, well, first off, the fine is stopped, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So we're not racking up any more money on this. You really need to get the right form, get the bank to fill it out with your name on it, so we don't have two pieces of paper.
Okay.
And then you can come back next month, and at least you'll be properly authorized then, and hopefully you can take care of it.
I understand.
And you can also talk to them in the interim about this. You know, there's nothing that says you can't talk to the village and see if they can make a deal with you. You don't do those things? Because,
Not without a pending sale, no.
okay, never, all right, never mind.
But let us know if you have any questions on getting the right paperwork. It's on the website. It should be pretty easy to find. I
Okay.
found the one piece of paper, so it's just another link to click.
So if we do go under contract, which we have had several offers on it,
Get in touch with the village.
okay, very well.
And
All right.
put a closing 30 days out so you have enough time to get through a hearing.
Okay. All right, understood.
All right, we're going to call this a W for withdrawn. Oh, yeah, you are number one next time again. Okay. Scratch through number 12 and
Call that
put a
withdrawn.
new number 12.
Thank you.
Next one?
23-0420-11487 Sage Meadow Terrace, Ricardo A. Barabar, sorry.
I'd like to submit the following documents and evidence. Exhibit 1 is the fine mitigation request. Exhibit 2 is the order assessing fine. Exhibit 3 is the verification of ownership. And Exhibit 4 is the affidavit of compliance.
This one, Special Magistrate, the fine amount is $15,925.
All right, tell us who you are.
Good afternoon. My name is Ricardo Bariber. I'm the owner.
Okay, and why should the fine be reduced?
Sir, I think there was a miscommunication that occurred. I removed the playground, the structure in question, back in November of 2023. And I called shortly after, early December, to the phone number listed. I got told, no problem, we'll take care of it. And that's the last I heard of it as well. Then about a couple of months ago, I received a fine mitigation request showing that the case was still open. So I was unaware that it wasn't closed.
All right, who did you talk to? Do you have any notes from that?
Sir, I made a phone call to the number on there, whomever the inspector was at that time. It was a lady. And I think there was another item attached to it, which was hedges.
Hedges over 8 feet, yeah.
Right, and that was also resolved via a phone call as well. So it wasn't the same phone call. It was 2 different times. I made a phone call that was resolved. I made the same exact route, with the phone call, and then that's the last I heard of it for years.
All right, so you're saying you contacted them on the hedges in one call, and that was resolved. You contacted them on the play structure in another call, and that's why we're here.
Yes, sir. And I have some documentation photos showing that the structure was removed with some timestamp photos. So
Yay.
hopefully in that case helps the case.
See, this is what I love, proof.
Do you have photos for the hedges too?
Yes. This is the same photos right there. The hedges are cut.
Okay. And this is why I say call, but being a trial guy, I would send an email. And
It says to call, sir.
I would go, okay, this will confirm that we have spoken and that my problem has been resolved. Thank you very much. Yeah, people don't do attorney stuff. That's why we still get hired.
Hedges? Height of hedges.
On this side. Now to comply, this play structure being removed.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, let's talk about that.
All right, he's saying that he did this earlier.
Yeah, the trouble is the photos, I'm not sure that the photos confirm that.
There's a timestamp on it, ma'am.
Yeah, the trouble is it look like they're still more than 8 feet on your photo.
I'm here for the play structure. not for the hedges. But they're,
All right. No objection to the photos, the play structure.
Was the affidavit of compliance for both code sections?
The order, the order assessing fine complied out the hedges.
So disregard that statement.
When I went out to comply, when I went out to see if the play structure was gone, this was maybe a year and a half.
Sure.
So I wasn't around.
Do you have the order?
All right, so,
Saying the order complied out the hedges. Agenda, yeah.
It was, the reason is together because they were both assessed on the same date, which is why the citation was together.
good, proof, I like proof. At least we'll get proof on the structure.
What's the date on that photo, Special Magistrate? November what?
November 25th we have, December 22nd we don't.
December 22nd of 23?
There's a photo for November 28th. I know it doesn't quite show, it shows the patch of dirt. My daughter hanging upside down on there.
Oh, okay.
It shows a patch of dirt there, which correlates with the photo from December 22nd.
Gotcha. It's the one to the right of the girl upside down.
Yes, sir. The December 25th photo was actually the day that I took it down with my daughters. But I understand there's no photo with it completely removed.
November 28th is our date.
Is now.
Fine started running September 1st, 2023.
September, October, November.
61, 91. September 1st to December 22nd, 2023.
No, November 28th. Yeah, November 28th. I have a picture with the girl upside down with the patch of ground that he's saying was where the playground was, where the play structure was. It's right here to the right of her. So that's consistent with also the back fence plantings.
And if,
So how many days, how many dollars on that one?
So it's 30, 61, 91 plus 22. What's 91 plus 22?
91 plus 22 is 93 plus 20, which is 110. Yeah,
91
see?
plus 22.
113,
Times the fine amount.
25.
2,825.
2825, is that what we're saying?
28, 25, yes.
Okay. Okay. So he's saying he removed it fairly expeditiously, a couple months.
So we'd be amenable to reducing it to that actual amount.
Okay. Now, what do you think the amount should be? You were a couple months out. Give me a number. $1,000, $2,000? They're wanting 2,825. I'm trying to give you a break, but I can't give you a break with no numbers on the other side. So what are you saying?
if that can be cut in half of the amount that was mentioned.
All right, so
Paid in full.
1,412.50. $1,412.50
It's 60 days is 9/9.
by 9/9. And if you don't pay it by 9/9, it'll go back up to the 28th. Well, it's going to go back up to the, just pay it by the 9th.
Paid in those 60 days?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Great. Why don't you put these in with the file so you have the proof?
Yeah, can we keep those?
That's all yours to keep. Thank you so much.
Okay. Defendant's composite is admitted without objection.
Question, what is the method of payment? How
Probably, or
do I come and table the case?
Wait till you have to wait till you get the order that the magistrate will sign at the beginning of next week. And then once you have that, you can come to Village Hall and you can pay by check, or if you need it sooner, you can pay by cash.
Thank you.
And the place you're going to go is out there to your right. Okay.
Thank you, guys.
All right, done. Please. This is-
24-0886-10585 Aquarius Lane, Rebert and Erna Malabranch, sorry.
Like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, oh, sorry. Fine mitigation request. Exhibit 2, order assessing fine. Exhibit 3, verification ownership. Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
All right.
And the fine amount in this case, Special Magistrate, is $1,700.
1,700. All right, tell us who you are, sir. You are so soft-spoken, man. What's your name now?
Rebert Malbranch.
All right, Rebert Malbranch. Why should the fine be reduced?
My dad was pastor, so I go inherit it. So when I back, so I pass like probably like 1 month and a half over there. So that's why I was late.
Okay, so his father passed away. Sounds like a kind of traumatic thing. So what is the village's number?
Amount is not that high, so when you figure out what it actually costs the village to bring these cases to this point, we would be willing to reduce it to $1,089.30, payable by 9/9.
$850 by 9/9. That'll take care of the fine.
800?
800. It was 1,700. I cut it in half for you. They wanted over 1,000.
800 or 850?
850. I did half. Okay. This is your one shot at. You got to pay it or it's going to stay there. You know.
So how many days I have to pay it?
So. What was the question?
What you said. What?
Yeah, I mean,
you're going to have until September 9th.
Oh, okay. Oh,
you got
yeah.
a couple months. Okay? Put that together. All right, 850 by 9/9 is granted. All right, who else do we have? We got my Hawaiian shirt here.
We have a health, safety, welfare hearing on page 9, case 25-0620-105 Churchill Way, Gregory Jr. Medor.
Okay.
No, this one goes this way. Yeah.
Special Magistrate, the code section is 26-62F. The pool is not secured. This is a health and safety issue. The violation was observed on July 2nd, 2025. The notice of violation, notice of hearing was sent certified mail on July 2nd and posted. I'd like to submit the following documents and evidence. Exhibit 1 is the notice of violation, notice of hearing with an affidavit of service. Exhibit 2 is the verification of ownership, and Exhibit 3 are the pictures.
Okay.
Sorry, guy.
Your name?
Gregory Jr. Medor.
Okay, so you're the property owner. These are the exhibits that the village would like to enter into the record?
Yeah.
Exhibit 1 is the affidavit of service for the notice of violation and the notice of hearing. The notice of violation.
Yes.
The notice of hearing for tonight's hearing. Exhibit 2 is verification of ownership showing that you own the property.
Yes.
And Exhibit 3 is photographs of the violation.
I'll get it up to par.
Any objection to these documents?
Absolutely not.
All right, admitted without objection. Service via posting. Did someone drive through there? How'd that get destroyed?
So, unfortunately, my fence is just what got destroyed?
Oh, the fence. It just fell apart?
Apart. It's just
it almost looks like someone drove into it.
Yeah, nah, it's just rotten over time, and then with the lawnmower, so it doesn't hold on.
Yeah, the problem I have with these cases is, this is my biggest thing, is when you have something like this and a kid can hop your little plastic and drown, and that happens in Florida all the time. And I don't know what the village is going to do, but they would probably board that up ugly for you.
Yes.
And it won't be pretty. So someone needs to fix this ASAP. Now, what would the village do? I'm just sort of curious. You want to patch it for them, or you would?
No, but we would put up something more secure than what's there now. That's not secure enough to keep people out, so.
Yeah, I mean, what would work? If he temporarily fenced it with chain link, or if he just put up the fence? I want to see what he can do to get this into a cured situation. Fix the fence. Right. Well,
Cost.
I don't think, how long is this fence? Does it go the whole side of the property?
Truthfully, I can get it done by this weekend.
No. You're going to get a little more. I'm just trying, what we're trying to figure out now.
Maybe from here to here. Maybe.
Special Magistrate, the fence goes along the entire property line. However, the gap is
It's
about
just from
6
here.
feet, 6 feet in
I'm trying to see
length.
if he needs a permit to do this. Does this fit into the 25% or whatever percentage you guys get to go fix your stuff without a permit? Because I would whack that out in a couple of days myself, but I'm like Mr. Tool guy.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, because as far as the pool, I can get the pool up to code, but it's going to take me a
Well,
long.
I don't care about the pool. The pool doesn't matter. The only thing that matters in my life is your fence.
So I can definitely get it up by this weekend.
Okay, so, yeah, because. I'm thinking he doesn't need a permit. It's probably not up to the level that he can just do this for safety purposes. No, it has to be the same stuff. But if you do the same stuff, what we're saying right now is you probably don't need a permit, you just need to do it. So what would the order have said if he weren't here? It would have just said you're going to abate, right?
Well, we're hoping that the order still says that.
No, I'm going to allow you to abate, but I'm going to give him.
It would have said comply by July 12th. So his permanent solution is different than a temporary solution. He needs to come up with something temporary immediately to secure the pool.
Well, he's got a temp right now. It's just not good temp.
It's not code compliant right now. That green stuff is not sufficient enough.
Good, but.
Magistrate, that green fence was put up by the neighbor?
Yes, it was not
Not by him. The neighbor.
I understand, the neighbor put up the fence, but there's something there at.
Yeah, this is a neighbor with small children.
Yes, I totally understand. And they have a dog as well. So I definitely will do my part and
All right,
fix
so
the issue.
he's saying he can get it done by this weekend. So I'm going to give you an abatement order that allows you to abate on Monday.
And I'll bring you guys a picture.
Okay, and hopefully when you go out there to abate it, there'll be nothing to abate. Okay, that's what I'm looking at right now.
So that's the date we had was 7/12, but you're saying 7/13, so that's
I'm
fine.
giving him the weekend to get it done, so he doesn't have to pay for the village who is going to put up something crappy looking that works. Okay, so I'm going to let you have the opportunity to put up something that matches. It doesn't have to be painted then, but it just has to be up.
All right, sounds
So
good.
you need a post in the middle, you need to get the fences, the slats put up horizontally and get that all done, or the village is going to come in there Monday and they're going to do it, and then they're going to charge you a lot of money for it. Okay? So 713 or abate, or well,
Yeah, or
village abatement.
authorization to abate, and
Okay.
that order will say that the village can come back to fine assessment hearing on September 10th and assess fines in the event that that's necessary.
Excellent. And I
Okay.
will be happy to sign that order.
Here's my card. Give me a card.
And a finding of service on that one?
And the finding of service, it's a posting. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, good. Who else do we have left? We have.
The health safety of hearing right above that is here, so we'll
All
do
right,
that
pool
since.
not screened to code. Who's the other one?
25-0551, 126 Ponce de Leon Street, Danielle M. and Joyce C. Bowman. Oh, yeah, that guy.
Special Magistrate, the code section is 26-62F. The pool is not secured. It's a health and safety issue. I observed the violation on 6/9/25. The notice of violation, notice of hearing was sent certified on 6/13/25. I'd like to submit the following documents into evidence. The notice of violation, notice of hearing with an affidavit of service is Exhibit 1. Exhibit 2 is the verification of ownership, and Exhibit 3 are the pictures.
Okay.
Name for the record?
No.
Last name?
Forrester?
Are you the property owner?
Yes.
Last name?
Okay.
Exhibits that the village would like to enter into the record. Exhibit 1 is the affidavit of service proving the hearing. The notice of hearing for tonight's hearing. The notice of violation. Exhibit 2 is verification of ownership showing who owns the property. And Exhibit 3 is a photograph of the violation. Any objection to these documents being entered?
No.
All right, we need to swear you in, and anyone else came in here late needs to be sworn in. I don't know. So raise your right hand, say, I do when we're done. Does everyone swear or affirm the testimony they're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? He's already been done.
He was either, yeah.
Hawaiian?
Did you swear yourself in at the beginning of the hearing, or did you come in late? So he needs to be sworn in.
Raise your right hand. I get to.
He's just
He's
watching.
just watching.
Okay.
All right, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Say yes. No, I'm doing him. Yes. Okay.
Sir, any objection now that you've been sworn and you're under oath? Any objection to the documents I showed you being entered into the record? Thank you.
All right, so let me look at this one. This one just doesn't have a fence at all.
Yeah, there's no fence, there's no fence, there's no sort of protection to secure the pool.
Yeah. I forget how many dead kids in Florida we have a year by unsecured pools. I mean, there's a number of them. It is a bad number. So, you know, I see that picture. They also could have gotten you for all these storm shutters too, but we're not here for that. We're here for the lack of fencing. Now, how would the village abate this?
Magistrate, there was another.
No, it's going.
Oh, it's coming before you. Today's just the pool.
Today's just the pool. The pool's open. What do you want? What is the village going to do with this?
We would do the same thing like the prior case. We would put up temporary fencing.
Put up temporary fencing.
We don't have any choice.
We're going to end up putting up temporary fencing, and you're going to end up paying for it. And it's going to be expensive. But, go ahead. Do you want to say something? Go ahead.
Like, when would you put up the fencing versus me put up the fencing? Are you forcing me to pay for you to do the fencing, or?
You to pay for not having a fence up to keep kids from dying, okay?
You have to do it. We will bring it back.
They're going to put up a temporary fence, stake it in the ground, and charge you for it.
Right, I heard that. But
Yeah, you know, and the alternative is you put up a fence in the next few days, but you're going to need a permit because you don't have an existing fence.
So what's the deadline for that?
Well, the problem with that normally is you need a survey that's been, you know, less than what, 2 years old or something? What's your survey requirements for fencing? Not for fences? Old surveys work for fences? So if you have a survey, you can go get a fence permit. That's good. I like that.
Special magistrate, they could also put up that 4-foot kid wall that goes with the poles. She sent me a picture. Looks like they have that material, just was never put up.
Okay, or there's other, yeah, they have another fencing that you do just for the pool.
I was going to ask you, yeah.
And that eventually got destroyed
From over time.
Yeah,
The sun destroys it,
That's
weathering.
what you really need to replace.
Yeah.
Right.
So if we can do that, yeah.
But I'm going to probably give you the same amount of time I gave the other guy, which is till Monday, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because then they're going to put up some tacky plastic stuff that'll at least, you know, be a visual, if not a somewhat barrier, and it's going to be expensive. So that's what I'm saying. You know? When they mow your yard, it's $280. When someone else mows your yard, it's $25 or $50. So that's why I'm trying to, you know, Yeah, you know what, but you know what I'm talking about, the pool barrier with the one pole that's about
I'm just
4
trying to
foot
get
tall,
deadlines, like,
and the
what's-
fabric-ish stuff that you can almost see through,
Right, no, I
that
get
stuff.
What's-
Is that what we're
what's our
talking about?
timeframe now?
Yeah, the other alternative, just so they're aware, is they could drain the water out of the pool and cover the pool as well.
Yeah, well, that gives them, yeah, okay. That's just a stopgap measure to get you out of legal trouble if you can't get your other thing going by then.
So Monday of next week is our deadline.
Well, that's what I'm,
That's the date. We were going to ask for compliance by 7/12 or authorization to abate.
7/13, it just makes your orders more consistent. All right, 7/13, or the village will abate, which means you either drain it or you put up another better version of the deteriorated kiddie fence.
And we'd ask that your order also reset them for the September 10th fine assessment hearing.
Gotcha. And
If the
it
village
doesn't
abates.
happen, they're going to charge you on September 10th for whatever time and materials they use to do this. Okay? So rather than pay them, I would scramble around and see if you can get that done before Monday. Okay? Because this is just, and then the worst part of it is kids are out of school, so they're bored and they're running around everywhere. I mean, it just makes it more dangerous. And I'm usually very lenient on things, you know, cars parked or tree limbs or whatever, but this is my one big thing. I mean, I made sure both of my kids, when they were in diapers, took swim lessons, so at least they could make it to the edge of the pool. But there are a lot of parents who don't do that, you know, and all you're going to end up with is sadness, and no one wants that level of sadness in their life. All right, 7/13, then the village gets to abate.
Thank you, Special
Come
Magistrate.
back for costs if it's not done. So you have your assignment for the week.
Thank you.
You get an order in the mail. We have the last gentleman. What case or thing is he
For
on?
fine mitigation hearing, it's case 23-0784, 769 Camellia Drive, Stephen J. Broadhead.
Okay.
The fine amount is $10,850.
16. All right.
Special Magistrate, I would like to omit the following items into evidence. Exhibit 1, fine mitigation request. Exhibit 2, an order assessing fine. Exhibit 3, verification of ownership. And Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Your name, sir?
Sorry?
Name? Thank you.
All right. Here's my confusion right now. I'm reading this order, and it's like for 3 days.
Can I see this?
Yeah. It's like a $75 order, and hey, I read the paperwork.
Is that from March 2024?
You can have two.
Let me
It's
just
all
check
good.
my phone real quick. What was the hearing date, March? So I don't think we have a choice but to reduce it to the $75.
Yeah, well, it's not even a reduction, it's just 75 bucks.
Technically it is, so, yeah, we'll do a mitigation order.
Mitigation order, $75. All right.
Payable by
$75 is granted, payable by 9/9 to be consistent with everyone else. Payable by September 9th.
Can I pay today?
No, because I haven't signed an order. I won't sign that probably till Monday or Tuesday.
Thank you.
Thank you. You can take a lot quick break. You can take 5 minutes and you can get everything you want done.
I was curious, I was here in December or February for pressure cleaning,
I remember you.
and a month later, I got notice of lien on my property.
Yeah, well, we straightened it out somewhat.
I had overwhelming struggles with my diabetes last year, lost my job with 24 years with the same company.
Yep.
Construction.
When it rains, it pours.
It's all taken care of. Dina had booked me for like 5 or 6 different things. Totally forgot about it.
Yep. Well, fortunately for you, this is a good result here. Run away. do whatever he needs to do. All right, so it is 7:34. We're back in business.
Fine assessment hearings on page 1, case 25-0223-106, Brookwood Court, confidential record.
All right, please proceed.
I'd like to submit the following documents and evidence. Exhibit 1 is the order finding violation with an affidavit of service. Exhibit 2 is the verification of ownership. Exhibit 3 are the pictures, and Exhibit 4 is the affidavit of compliance.
That is very lovely. Is there any fine to be had, or is this just?
There is, it complied on 7/5, so the fine ran from May 30th to July 4th, a total of 36 days, so the fine is $900 and not continuing.
0, no continuing is granted.
25-0306 is being pulled. 25-0093-10641 Southern Boulevard, Rosh Ram Abbasi Royal Palm LLC.
This would be for code section 14-2, for trash and debris on property. I observed the violation on 129, no, just a fine assessment, I apologize. I would like to admit the following items into evidence. Exhibit 1, in order finding violation and affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. And Exhibit 3, photos.
Try to figure out what was in the box. It doesn't matter. There's the obvious trash and stuff out around there.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you have service via posting. What do you want?
Has been out of compliance for 13 days, so a fine of $325 and continuing.
325 plus continuing is granted. As I said, you had posting on this one and the prior case.
Thank you. 25-0259-219 Bilbao Street, FKH SFR Propco B HLD-LP.
Property company, that's what I get out of that one.
I would like to admit the following items into evidence. Exhibit 1, in order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. And Exhibit 3, photos.
All right, signed green card equals service. What's wrong with this one? Or how long were they?
This is the same 13 days, so we're asking for a fine of $325 and continuing.
Okay. 6198. All right, granted, 325 and continuing.
And service.
Service via signed green card.
Thank you. 23-1088, 276 La Mancha Avenue, Nefertari T. Daly. Nefertari.
Yes.
Yeah.
Margaret does the stack.
Yes, I do.
You're cutting
I'd like to
down
enter
on her
those following
steps,
documents
though.
into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4, AS400 permit information.
All right, so you have a signed green card for service. She used to show up for these things.
Yeah, she's out of town, and she thought that she would have her permit. It is in plan check, but it hasn't printed, and I explained that to her, so.
All right, well, she has a permit. It's in plan check. What's her fine?
$50. It's been out of compliance for 2 days, so $50 and continuing.
All right, 50 plus continuing is granted. Hopefully her plan will be checked quickly.
25-0146, 171 Dove Circle, Anna P. and Jose C. and Christian J. Matute.
I'd like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
All right, you have a signed green card for service. What was this one? Structure and driveway are stained. Are they still stained?
Yes, they are. You can see here, especially the driveway.
Oh,
I didn't get a good picture of it the other day because they had way too many cars parked all over.
All right,
But it
so
is
it's
still
It's
the
the actual driveway, not the sidewalk. 'Cause the
And the
sidewalk
house, you can see here how it's all still stained here.
Okay, it's more faded, but it counts. Okay, you signed green card equals service, 325?
325 and continuing, yes, out of compliance 13 days.
Good.
25-0180, 112 Parkwood Drive, Jarlis R. Cespedes Oro and Anelli R. Covedo.
Like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, picture.
This would have been the easiest thing in the world to solve. Signed green card equals service, 325 plus continuing is granted. This numbers would have cost about $20 at Home Depot or Lowe's or Ace or any other place.
Thank you. Page 325-0211, 135 Parkwood Drive, Joanne Sirocco.
Like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Signed green card equals service, finding a fact or a fine?
This one is a small fine. It was out of compliance from June 27 to July 6th, a period of 10 days, so a fine of $250 and not continuing.
5-0, no continuing. Granted.
25-0212-9970 Belvedere Road, Intel Group, LLC.
Like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation, USPS tracking. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4, AS400 permit information.
All right, so Margaret messed up her perfect streak of green cards by getting a USPS tracking confirm, which is still service. And what do we have wrong with this one, other than it's an Arby's?
Missing vegetation, dead palms.
People just don't like to keep things alive. All right, what would you like on this?
Been out of compliance for 13 days at $25 a day, so $325 and continuing.
Thank you.
I told you I could buy a stamp.
25-0216, 123 South State Road 7, 201A Real Sub, LLC.
Like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
I'm very disappointed I did not find a submarine shop. Royal Sub. I mean, that sounds like it should be making grinders and Philly cheesesteaks.
It's public.
You have a service via signed green card. What would you like?
This is another 13 days, so a fine of $325 and continuing.
Granted.
Thank you.
25-0251, 390 South State Road 7, SCG Buckingham Square, LLC.
Like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, order finding violation. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
All right, service via posting. What's wrong with this one other than dumpsters open?
The only thing left now is the dumpsters in the parking areas and the dumpsters not being screened. They did have graffiti that has been covered up, wasn't covered up on their compliance date though, as well as the parking lot needed to be restriped. They got their engineer permit, got that taken care of. Again, though, it was not completed on their violation day, but it is complied now. But the garbage cans, the dumpsters, I'm sorry, not the garbage cans, the dumpsters are still out
All right,
in
so
the
we have the
parking.
one out in the enclosure. Is there another one out in the parking area?
Right there.
Yeah, that's 2 dumpsters. I'm just trying. Yeah, see, I'm like, oh, it looks like they put it back. No, there's 2, Doug. There's 2. Gotcha.
So 1712 and the B17 of 2349, your order will say continue to comply. And the remaining sections have been out of compliance for 13 days, 325 and continuing.
All right, finding effect on 1712 and 2349A, 14B17. And then 325 on everything else plus continuing.
Thank you. Repeat violations, 25-0460, 146 Meadowlark Drive, Mark S. and Shirley J. Morrison.
Code Sections 14-4A, disabled vehicle. I observed this violation on 5/15/25, sent out notice of violation with a notice of hearing on 5/19/25, and posted both of them to the property. I'd like to know the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, previous order finding violation. Exhibit 2, notice of repeat violation, notice of hearing, affidavit of service. Exhibit 3, verification ownership. Exhibit 4, pictures.
Okay, you have an affidavit of service via posting. My younger daughter's looking for a car. There seems to be a whole bunch available there.
He has a few.
What would you like on the repeat?
Been out of compliance for 56 days at $50 a day, so a fine of $2,800 and continuing at $50 a day until compliance is achieved.
2,800 plus continuing is granted. If they want to use their car as a car or house as a car storage lot, you got to pay.
Thank you.
25-04 0548, 131J Court, Solomon Silverstein.
Code Section 124C, garbage can in public view. Observe this violation on 6/10/25. Send out notice of violation and notice of hearing certified mail on 6/13/25 and posted both of them to the property. I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, previous order finding violation. Exhibit 2, notice of repeat violation, notice of hearing, affidavit of service. Exhibit 3, verification of ownership. Exhibit 4, pictures. Exhibit 5, affidavit of compliance.
All right, is he going to have a small fine here or a large fine here?
This was out of compliance for 20 days at $50, so $1,000 and not continuing.
1,000, no continuing, granted.
Thank you.
Violation hearings, 25-0407, 119 Van Gogh Way, Barry McAllister.
Special Magistrate, the code section is 14-4A, disabled vehicle. I observed the violation on 4/28/25. Sent the notice of violation and notice of hearing certified mail on 4/29. It was returned on 5/5. I'd like to submit the following documents to evidence. Exhibit 1 is a notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2 is verification of ownership. Exhibit 3 are the pictures, and Exhibit 4 is the affidavit of compliance.
Okay, so what are we doing with this one? Finding?
Finding of fact, sir.
Granted. Lots of vehicle shopping available in the village.
Service.
The finding of service is via return green card.
Thank you. 25-0550 is being pulled. 25-0376, 1116 Concert Way, Delecta and Jorge R. Fernandez. Delecta trustee and Jorge R. trustee Fernandez. Jorge and Delecta Fernandez trust title holders.
Your Honor, this code, Special Magistrate's Code Section 622-108.4, work without permit. I observed the violation on 4/22/25. Certified mail was mailed out on 4/22/25 and returned on 4/30/25. I would like to admit the following items into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, photos. And Exhibit 4, AS400 permit info.
All right, so they have brand new windows. Sounds like fun. Return green card equals service.
We're asking for compliance by July 31st or appearance at the August 13th fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
7/30, 1/8/13/25, granted.
25-0383, 1034 Serenade Circle, Finette Boulay.
This would be Code Section 9-1 for fence, 9-1 for the fence, 622-108.4 for work without permit. They relocated the fence, they expanded the driveway, and the wall up front was built without a permit. I observed the violation on 4/22/25. Certified mail was mailed out on 4/22/25 and returned on 4/30/25. I would like to admit the following items into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, photos. And Exhibit 4, AS400 permit info.
All right, you have service via return green card. I was just looking at their fancy stuff. So we have fence permits in 20 and 17. And this is new, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, they don't have one for 24 or 25.
No, sir.
All right, what would you like here?
Compliance by July 31st or appearance at the August 13th fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
Granted.
25-0392, 164 Bilbao Street, Ambrosia, Castro. You still have to do it all.
Oh, okay.
Same way.
Sorry. I apologize. This would be Code Section 06190A1 for structure stain. I observed the violation on 4/23/25. Certified mail was mailed out on 4/23/25 and returned on 4/30/25. I would like to admit the following items in the evidence. Notice of violation, notice of hearing, verification of ownership, Exhibit 3, photos. This will be a finding of fact.
The finding of fact is granted. Your photo printing skill or photo printing stuff's not as good as it used to be. It's all dot matrixy now. All right, finding of fact, good. Signed green card.
25-0427, 777 Lilac Drive, Francisco Marfel.
Special Magistrate, this would be Code Section 124C for garbage can in public view. 2318 Korean B3 for the parking on the front lawn. 2317 for parking over the sidewalk, and 15132 for the bare spots in the swale. I observed the violation on 5/6/25. Certified mail was mailed out on 5/6/25 and returned on 5/27/25. I would like to admit the following items into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. And Exhibit 3, photos.
All right, so you have a return green card for service. This is why I bought a double-wide circular driveway with a home attached. What would you like?
31 or appearance at the 8:13 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
Granted.
25-0428, 1201 Royal Palm Beach Boulevard, Raitano Enterprises, Inc.
Your Honor, this will be Code Section 6-195. 6-195 for the structure and sidewalk structure and curbstones being stained. 20-60(4D) for the excessive signage, and 14-2 for the items stored on the property. I observed the violation on 5/2/25. Certified mail was mailed out on 5/7/25 and returned on 5/20/25. I would like to admit the following items into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. And Exhibit 3, photos.
Ricky Raitano. Now, I represented his Amico station on Okeechobee Boulevard in Palm Beach Lakes maybe 20 years ago. And then I
Not there anymore, is it? No.
else.
It's like a Kinko's or something on that. Is it on the?
On the southwest corner.
Oh, I don't know
Is
what's
it close
there.
by? Is it the one
And
next to
then I represented
Okeechobee?
his sister on a Lantana Road widening where we had to put a little circular driveway in front of her house because they moved the road like right up almost to the door. Haven't represented him in decades, no conflicts, but, you know, I like to put these things out on the record. So what would you like to do with your signed green card and your case?
You have a signed green card?
We have a signed green card.
Okay. We were asking for compliance by August 28th or appearance at the September 10th fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
It gives them time to fix it up. 8/28, 9/10/25 is granted.
Thank you. 25-0448 is being pulled.
And you asked about the signed green card. You can spot this one from space. It's like the thickest Sharpie ever.
Sharpie, yeah. 25-0491-1105 Sonata Way, BAF 4 LLC.
Should be Code Section 06198.5. The sidewalk was stained. I observed a violation on 5/27/25. Certified mail was mailed out on 5/27/25 and returned on 6/9/25. I would like to admit the following items into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. And Exhibit 3, photos.
All right, so this guy doesn't have the Willie level of stamp, but he did spell his name and sign it, so I do appreciate that guy in the mailroom. So you have service. What would you like?
Compliance by 7/31 or appearance at the 8/13 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
7/31, 8/13/25 is granted.
Thank you. 25-0493 is being pulled. 25-0344, 278 Sandpiper Avenue. I don't even know. Why Lin Nok Duong and Michelle Nguyen.
Come on, Nguyen's like the Smith and
That one I could have got. That first one got me there.
Smith
Apologies.
Come on. I have a Nguyen on my street, 2 houses away.
Code Section 06198-1D, 1557, 14-2, 12-4C, planted areas not maintained, high grass and weeds along house and fence structure, stained miscellaneous items, and garbage can in public view. I observed this violation on 4/2/25, sent out notice of violation with notice of hearing on 4/11/25, and posted it to the property on 5/12/25. I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification of ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
So I guess the miscellaneous item's a bicycle?
No, it's
There's
like
some
all
more
this
stuff?
stuff over here on the side of the
Okay.
house. No, they
Bike
can
on
have
the
the
other side.
bicycle.
There's
They
the bike.
can't have the other stuff.
There's the bike.
This
right there.
shows you the staining and stuff,
Yeah.
and all the weeds.
Yep. And you have a affidavit of posting, so what would you like on this one?
On this one, 12-4C, which is the garbage can, is a finding of fact. And the remaining sections, we're asking for compliance by 8/28 or appearance at the 9/10 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
All All right, 12.4C is a finding of fact for the garbage can. Everything else is 8:28, 9, 10, 25. Granted.
Thank you.
25-0369-9305 Southern Boulevard, TT of M Royal Palm, Inc.
Code Section 15141, 1571, remove vegetation without a vegetation removal permit. Observe this violation on 4/16/25. Send out notice of violation with a notice of hearing on 4/17/25, and hand delivered it on 4/21/25. Like to enter the following documents into evidence. Oh, it was delivered on 4/21/25. Sorry. Like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, USPS tracking. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. And Exhibit 4, AS400 permit information.
All right, USPS tracking confirmed for service. What do we want?
Compliance by 7/31 or appearance at the 8/13 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
Granted. Lovely car dealerships over there, yep.
Pardon?
That's one of those lovely car dealerships, right?
25-0371-9141 Southern Boulevard, RJ Petroleum Properties, CH LLC.
Section 6195, 1540, 2041, 2058, and 1254. Structures are stained, banners and signs are prohibited, excessive window signage, trash and debris on property, branches are too low over the sidewalk and the parking areas. Vertical clearance is not met and missing landscape. I observed this violation on 4/16/25. Sound now notice of violation with notice of hearing on 4/17/25. And I met on the property with the property manager on 5/2/25. I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
All right, so I have a postal receipt but no green card, but I take it you have actual service with your conversations with the owner's representatives on site.
Yes, correct. Thank you.
All right, so what are our dates?
We're asking for compliance by 8/28 or appearance at the 9/10 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
All right.
25-0380-1312 Lakeview Drive West, Trails at Royal Palm Beach, Inc.
Code Section 2657, a pergola without a permit. I observed this violation on 4/21/25. Sent out notice of violation, notice of hearing on 4/22/25. It was delivered on 5/2/25. Like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, USPS tracking. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4, AS400 permit information.
See, they should have painted it brown like the fence and it wouldn't stick out like a brand new piece of lumber. All right, so you have USPS tracking confirm as your service. What would you like?
Compliance by 8/28 or appearance at the 9/10 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
Granted.
Thank you.
25-0423-102 Moorgate Circle, Raymond G. Wordsman.
Code Section 2317, 14.4A, 14.2, parking on and over the sidewalk, disabled vehicle, miscellaneous items in public view. Violation, I believe on 5/2/25. I don't have that date written on here. I sent out a notice of violation, certified mail with a notice of hearing, certified mail on 5/2/25. It was delivered on 5/5/25. Like to enter those following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, USPS tracking. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
All right, USPS tracking confirm. See, we're getting better candidates for my daughter. The FJ looks decent. All right, what do we want on this one?
Same thing, compliance by 8/28 or the appearance at the 9/10 fine hearing or $25 a day fine.
That is granted.
0430-185 Rivera Avenue, Johann Joseph and Wenchel Doricent.
Code Sections 1557 and 06190D, grass and weeds exceed height allowed. Are not maintained. I observed this violation on 5/7/25. Sent out notice of violation with notice of hearing on 5/8/25. It was signed for on 5/13/25. I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4, affidavit compliance.
All right, so services via signed green card. You got to love the people who run their mower but don't own a weed eater until they're prompted. So I see the overgrown stuff in the back that they fixed. This is a finding of fact, which is
Yes,
granted.
sir. Thank you. 25-0432-100 Santander, should be Santander Court, Dale Dively.
Code section 06190H, shutter closed. I observed the violation on 5/7/25, sent out notice of violation with notice of hearing on 5/8/25, and posted it to the property on 5/13/25. I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures. Exhibit 4, affidavit of compliance.
Service via posting, finding of fact is granted.
Thank you.
25-0498, 112 Parkwood Drive, Anelli Arcovedo.
Code sections 1557 and 06190A35, grass and weeds exceed height allowed, sidewalk and driveway are stained. I observed this violation on 5/27/25, sent out notice of violation with a notice of hearing, certified mail on 5/8/25, and posted it to the property. I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing, affidavit of service. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, pictures.
They must have sprinklers, because this is some good, healthy green stuff. All right, you have affidavit of service. For service, what would you like?
And this one, Special Magistrate Code Sections 1557 and 06190A3, which is the grass and weeds and the driveway, are findings of fact. The sidewalk, we're asking for compliance by 8/28 or appearance at the 9/10 fine hearing, or $25 a day fine.
All right, 1557-190
3.
is a finding of fact, 8/29, 9/10, 25 on everything else.
Thank you. 25-0526, 11200 Nicole Boulevard, Royal Tuttle Apartments, FL LLC.
Code section 11-3, gate access is denied. This was brought to my attention on 6/4/25, sent out notice of violation, notice of hearing, certified mail on 6/5/25, and I received the green card back on 6/16/25. I'd like to enter the following documents into evidence. Exhibit 1, notice of violation, notice of hearing. Exhibit 2, verification ownership. Exhibit 3, picture.
So should we have kept Christopher for this one?
I just thought that when I was going through them, probably I'll be in touch with him tomorrow. I'll let him know.
Yeah, tell him about this one.
I don't know.
You can ask him, though.
'Cause I have
If
that
they
other
don't,
case, too, for-
then you can smile and say,
Okay.
oh, well, it's not his responsibility, it's somebody
Yeah.
else's. All right,
Didn't
you have
know,
a signed
just in
green
case.
card for your service, so
By 7/31 or appearance at the 8/13 fine hearing, or a $75 a day fine.
7/31, 8/13/75 is granted.
No. I have a case on that, too. It's going next month.
All right, so what do we have left?
Nothing.
I mean, there's one fine that we didn't do, so that's
Didn't
it,
show.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, all right.
for the magistrate.
All right, well, I've previously talked about my minutes signing, and I don't believe there's anything else to be dealt with before us at this time, right?
No, sir.
That's all. Thank you.
Look, I used the gavel for the first time in like 10 years.